What's up, YouTubers? Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my 1992 first gen Dodge diesel. It's a D250. It's not a W250 like I wish it was, but it is a D250. It has 149,000 miles, all original. I got this truck when I was 20, so 8 years ago. The truck has not ran in, I don't know, my son was born August of 17, so since then, it was, you know, a few months before then, so almost 2 years. Not far from it. It is the intercooled year model. It does have the actual intercooler. I believe 1991 and a half, I think it was. I'm not 100% on this. Is whenever they went to the intercooler setup. Before that, they just had where the turbo ducts go straight into the intake. There was nothing to cool it back down. But this truck is a one-owner vehicle. I actually got it for free. I helped rebuild the guy's 1968 or 69 Super Beetle. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I helped rebuild that, and he gave it to me as a favor of just helping him out, because I was doing it, you know, just because I liked working on cars back then. If you can see it behind me, there is a 1989 K5 Blazer, K5 GMC Jimmy full size behind me. It has a 468 big block. That's also mine. I do plan on, I really want to put that on the road more than anything, but that's going to cost the most, just because the carburetor alone for that motor is $1,300. So actually I plan on going to a fuel injection system with that one. So those are my two vehicles here, but this truck, like I said, has not ran in almost 2 years. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the motor here, and just so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Got my handy little engineering right here where I put a screw in the battery terminal to make it tight. It's a quick little tip for you if you have a bad terminal, or not a bad terminal, but a bad cable where it doesn't want to tighten up and it's completely shot. That's an easy way to make it work. But the truck is in pretty bad shape. I'll show you right here. There's a lot of rust on the roof. The person I had before it let it sit for 10 years. He tried bondoing all this stuff up under here, and actually all it did was hold the water in even more, which caused more rust. So I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to do with that, because to repair all this, or to have somebody repair all this, would cost a lot of money, and that's something I do not have right now. I'm just basically trying to get this thing back on the road, because I hate watching it sit here and rot. I'm not the type of person I'd like to do that. That's why I'm trying to get both of these vehicles going. But let's go ahead and fire it up. It has a fresh battery in it, and see what it does. So fires right up. Now, if you can see here, none of the gauges are actually working. Since the truck's been sitting so long, I had an old mud truck. I actually stole the fuse out of it for the gauges, but the truck's never had overheating issues. You can actually pop the radiator open on this thing, and the radiator looks cleaner than most brand new vehicles. It's pretty much flawless. But I drove this truck personally for about 4 years. The guy that had it before me, like I said, is a one-owner vehicle. The guy that had it before me, he actually had a logbook about that thick, where he kept up with oil changes, transmission fluid changes, rear end changes, how many belts he's put on it. I mean, it's got a full log of how many miles it had on it. The odometer did not work whenever I got it. I'm assuming something ate it when it sat for the 10 years before I got it. So, but whenever I got the book, the last log was 149,000 miles for an oil change. So it's should be an extremely good running truck. I've never had no issues out of it. The truck has literally never ever failed me. Basically, when I got it, I put brakes on it, put ball joints on it, and a 3-inch spacer in the front end to be able to put a 33 and an 18. I did a little bit of this paint stuff. I didn't have much money when I was 20, so I did what I could. But now that I do have, you know, an actual income, and I'm not 20 years old no more, but I can't spend a whole bunch of money on it because I do have a son, I am married, and I have a house payment and all that ideas. I actually want to do a dually conversion on it. I want to run 19.5s. That would be my best idea for me personally, because it'd be the least cost. Putting a solid axle on it would cost a lot of money. You can find the converted half-ton 44s, but the motor weighs so much it'll actually bend the axle, from what I was told. So I'd have to have like a Dana 60 or bigger front end, and everybody wants a fortune for those things. Everybody wants like $900 just for a front end, and it's used and it's beat up and it's going to need new gears, and I can't put $2,000 in just the front end of this truck and then not have a transfer case to go along with it just to put in the front end. So my idea is to drop it 2 inches, or go back to original, drop it 2 inches from original in the front, and do a 5-inch drop in the rear and run 19.5s all the way around it, because 19.5s are a lot cheaper, they're a lot more durable tire. I'm not looking at putting mud tires or any crap like that on it, but I want to go to a taller tire, but yet keep, you know, a good reliable tire. But I want a taller tire because at 75 miles an hour it's pretty much peaked out. It doesn't go much faster than that. I don't know what gears is in this, but I'm assuming they're pretty low. It's got the 4-speed transmission in it. But these are my 2 trucks, my 2 old trucks. I think I've mentioned them in 1 or 2 of my other videos. But like I said, it's pretty rough. And as you can see, it hasn't moved in a long time. And it's got a lot of rust up top. But that's the interior there. No door panel on the other side. I'm going to leave it running for a few minutes. I'm going to let the torque converter kind of fill back up, because if it's a truck sitting this long, we'll actually drain the torque converter out and flood the oil, or flood the pan on it, and we'll actually leak oil out of the pan because it just basically overwhelms the gaskets. So I'm going to let it fill back up, add a little bit of fluids to the transmission, and I'm going to try and move it around. I'm almost positive the brakes are locked up on it, as they were locked up whenever I had got the truck originally. So I don't know what it is about these Dodges, the old ones, but when you let them sit for a little while, the brakes instantly lock up. So not real sure what's going on with that, but I'll be getting right back to you in just a second. Alright, so we're back here. I'm about to move the truck. The truck's been sitting and idling for about 20 minutes. I've revved it up a couple times, get the motor kind of loosened up and everything. You know, it hasn't ran in almost 2 years. So I'm gonna go ahead and get in it, try and put it in gear, see what it does. Hopefully it'll move. If you're having a hard time hearing me, I'm sorry. This truck's really noisy. But let's go ahead and throw her in gear. Oh boy, I got stuff hanging all over the place down here. I can already feel I have no brakes. It doesn't feel like I have much of a forward gear either. Yeah, brakes are completely locked up. I'm not moving this truck very far. It's not like I'm going on a drive with it or something, so I'm just going to leave the hood up and park it elsewhere. Alright, let's see if I have any. I got mild brakes. Very, very little. They're very, very stiff, but doesn't do much. I actually am going to drop the hood on it. Go ahead and drop the hood on this. I want to close it. Got a bad tendency of getting real sticky. Alright, so try this again. Boy, the steering wheel on this thing is absolutely disgusting. Not really sure where I'm going to move it to. Oh man, this thing would be nice if it had AC, because it is hot in here, and it is not even that hot outside. It's only like 65. Let's see if it has any kind of pep to its step anymore. Yeah, left a big old black cloud of smoke back there. I don't know if you can see that. 22 Dodge diesel. Just wanted to show all you guys that. Hasn't ran in a long time, and whenever I first got it after 10 years of being sitting, it had started up pretty much the exact same way that it just started up then. So I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys on how well these old Dodges run. But thanks for watching. If you like the video, subscribe. Like the video actually. But I'm gonna go ahead and park this thing. My wife's calling me, and I'll talk to you guys next time.